Hello everyone, my name is Martin Salvo and I am the Director and Migration Lawyer at Salvo Migration. The purpose of this video today is to make it very clear and easy for you to understand the different visa options to Australia, because a very common problem for people is that they get overwhelmed with the amount of information that's available out there explaining the different visas to this country. So today we're going to go through what I like to call the Australian Visa Map, and this is a resource that we developed at Salvo Migration. It's available for you to download. Now I encourage you to download this PDF and walk through the visas with me as we go through each stream, because it will be a very valuable resource for you in identifying the most appropriate visa option for you. So please do that now before we go on to the next step. The first stream of visas we're going to talk about are skilled visas. So importantly, skilled visas are for those that are highly skilled in a skilled occupation, have high levels of English, and are invited by the Australian government in order to apply for one of these skilled visas. So these are points test based visas, so in order to be invited you must meet a points test pass mark, which will take into account your age, your English, your work experience, your qualifications and a few other factors. The second stream of visas are student visas. Now commonly student visas are used as a vehicle in order to enter Australia, study a field or an occupation that is considered skilled, and then possibly looking to apply for a skilled visa once inside Australia. But essentially, skilled visas are for those that want to come to Australia, study something, enjoy the lifestyle, and then possibly extend their stay through one of the other visa streams after completing their studies. The next stream of visas we're going to talk about are sponsored visas. Now, so sometimes what people do, and what's most common, is that they'll use a student visa to come into Australia first, complete their skilled occupation and study, and then find an employer in order to sponsor them. In addition to the sponsored visas we just spoke about, there are other temporary work visas available for people that are coming into Australia to complete highly specialised, short-term and unique work. Family visas. Now, family visas allow Australian citizens and permanent residents to sponsor their family to migrate permanently to Australia. Commonly, these visas are used to sponsor partners of Australians, parents, children, and a variety of other family members that fall into quite unique visa options, as clarified in this diagram below. Business visas. Now, business visas are for affluent and successful business owners and investors looking to establish an Australian business or investment. Now, unless you have history in running and managing your own business or investment, it's very unlikely that you're going to qualify for a business visa. Visitor visas. Now, depending on your country of passport will determine what type of visitor visa is available for you to Australia. Some passport holders will be eligible for a working holiday or a work and holiday that enables them to come into Australia to work temporarily, looking to hopefully apply for another visa once inside Australia. But if you don't qualify for a working holiday or a work and holiday, there are other tourist visa options available for you to come and visit Australia and enjoy our wonderful culture. Now, there are other visas available as described here. Now, these are quite specific and unique in their purposes, and for 99% of you out there, these aren't going to be for you. The majority of applicants will qualify for the other visas as clarified in this diagram here. Now, there are also what we like to call visas for New Zealand citizens and their family. Now, these visas allow essentially New Zealand citizens and their family to come and migrate to Australia and live permanently. Not as a permanent resident and not eligible for citizenship, but they do enjoy the right to stay permanently in Australia. In terms of visa options for New Zealand citizens and their family that are currently residing in Australia, there have been some recent changes announced which will be enacted mid-next year, which will make it easier for them to qualify for permanent residency and eventually Australian citizenship. Now, information is a bit scarce in terms of how the system is going to work, so please watch this space. I genuinely hope this video has been helpful for you, and if you haven't already, please watch our other video on common pathways to permanent residency, which explain things in a little bit more detail compared to this video, which is quite more broad in its overview. Otherwise, if you're ready to start your migration journey to Australia and would like me to process your visa, please contact me at www.salvomigration.com.au today.